The Almighty has been reduced to smoldering ash thanks to you and Rasputin. Our success serves as a reminder that we're in this fight together. Allegiances have never been more important. Together, we'll overcome whatever enemy we face. And with allies like Rasputin, who can stop us?
Calling Guardians on the moon. Get those towers up and running. Lunar Channel, we need to get these satellites built. Soon, Rasputin will be able to scan the deepest sectors of the galaxy. Nothing will ever get this close to us again. Big Red will be unstoppable after we're through. We're gonna need more satellites built to fully power Rasputin, but this is a start. Support tower is overwhelmed. Cutting the arc energy supply. Alright, Guardians. Satellite needs prep for launch. Let's get this thing up in the sky. Towers are coming up. We'd appreciate any assistance nearby Guardians can offer. We've got a satellite nearly ready for launch. Backup would be appreciated. Let's give Rasputin a nice, clear view of the Almighty. Big Red's ready to go if you are. Rasputin can drop the Almighty no problem, but we need to get it in his sights first. Alright, we're out of your hair for a while, Asher. We'll try for the launch again later. Guardian assistance requested. Towers are deployed. Let's give Big Red a clear view of the Almighty. Requesting assistance. We're preparing for a satellite launch. A lot of our enemies on Io would love to get their hands on Warmind tech. Guardians stationed on Io, we need assistance launching this satellite. Frames are deployed. Let's move. Great work, Guardians. Rasputin gets a little more powerful every day. One more satellite ready. The Red Legion won't know what hit them. That's what happens when you mess with the last city. Nicely done, Guardians. We've got another satellite online and ready. Zavala, adding another satellite to our arsenal. Rasputin is eager to get the Almighty out of our way. He's so moody sometimes. No wonder they used to call him the Tyrant. Nice. Rasputin loves a dramatic finale. The satellite's up and the Almighty is in our sights. Not long now. High five, Guardians. That's another satellite targeting the Almighty. Rasputin's still shaky on high fives. It helps to have hands. Did the Cabal think we'd just let them smash into Earth? Guess they didn't learn much from the Red War. Successful launch. Think of these satellites like Rasputin's eyes focusing in on the Almighty. That came out creepier than I intended. Another satellite is fully operational. Big Red gets a little stronger every time. Thanks for the help, Guardians. And liftoff. I'll pass this news on to Zavala. It'll make his day. Satellite launched. We're one step closer to zeroing in on the Almighty. Rasputin is calibrating the satellite and... Yep, he's got a clear view of the Almighty. The Almighty is in Rasputin's sights. At this rate, we'll be able to knock it out of the sky in no time. Another satellite up and targeting the Almighty. Rasputin's getting stronger all the time. Can't wait to see him blasted to pieces. A few more of these and we're golden.
Looking good, Big Red. You'll be armed and ready soon enough. What? Why would Rasputin compare the density of the Almighty's hull to... the Traveler? Weird metric, Big Red. We've only got one shot at this. One shot to save the city. Okay, Rasputin. I know you can do this.
The Almighty has been reduced to smoldering ash thanks to you and Rasputin. Our success serves as a reminder that we're in this fight together. Allegiances have never been more important. Together, we'll overcome whatever enemy we face. And with allies like Rasputin, who can stop us? Anna insists you understand the stakes. Convince me. Our enemy reveals itself. The shadow is long and close. Is this what's had your attention? Preparations to fight? To rebuild? To run? From this day, we speak as allies, not warriors who seek to wield each other as weapons. After we break the Almighty, the city will devote whatever resources you need towards banishing these dark omens. When they come, we will stand together, as equals, as guardians. Welcome to the Revelry, Guardian. For the people of the last city, the Revelry is a celebration of being alive. For Guardians, it is also a time to remember who we are. And so we welcome a new tradition this year. The Guardian Games. Titans, warlocks, hunters. We all have our strengths. A little healthy competition allows us to indulge them. Take part and represent your class. This is a chance for the people to see our passion for what we do. Greetings, Guardian.
Welcome to the Guardian Games. These games are Zavala's way of bringing us all together to celebrate, though the future is uncertain. I know the Almighty weighs heavily on our minds, but we must not forget to live, even when trouble finds us. Speak to Zavala. He can help you get started. And enjoy the games, my friend. You deserve it. Welcome to the Guardian Games. This is a tradition started by our very own Commander Zavala, a way of celebrating the unique strengths of your class.
They've cleaned this place up since I was last here. Traffic's been bad lately. I can't get over how much better the Traveler looks now. You should get down to the city more often. Devrim's back in action, huh? I miss his stories, but I guess duty is duty. Check your armor, Guardian. You look a little scorched. Did I see you on the Crucible feed the other day? If I don't find that frame, I'm fired. What's your favorite planet you've been to, Hunter? I bet it's not Earth. I have a friend who says warlocks are just faking it all. It must be amazing to sleep beneath the stars every night. I wasn't on duty when the old tower was attacked. If I had been... We're going to lock down in 30. Incident in Medical 3. I'm en route. En route. Some kind of riot. Hey, Guardian. Will you be in the city long? Light go with you, Guardian. Everything okay, Guardian? I'll clear down that way, Guardian. 1 second, Guardian. Okay, checks out. What are you, Hunter? Bladedancer? You look like you're planning something, but then most hunters look like that. My mother was at Mount Bradley when the Titans broke the siege. The Traveler never gave up on us. A warlock gave my grandmother a rose once. We still have it, 50 years later, and it looks like it was picked yesterday. When I'm off duty, I like to go to the Fuon Observatory and look at the planets. What's it like beyond the walls? Is it true the air's poisoned and you have to wear masks? Ghosts have names, right? My ancestors were some of the first folks to colonize Mars, back in the Golden Age. Do you need any help with anything, Guardian? I'm a pretty good data analyst. What do you think of the view? If you Guardians are immortal, does that make death easier or harder? I thought there'd never be anything as bad as Twilight Gap. My cousin's friend's sister says she knew someone who died in the attack, and a ghost revived him. What do you know? What did the Red Legion... Why did they even come here? You're just waiting for the right moment, right? Sorry, Guardian, I've got to get this whole floor rewired by next week. If you have questions about your ship, Holiday can help you. If you need to talk to someone... Excuse me, Guardian, I'm filing a report. Excuse me, Guardian, I was listening to the feed. Did you say something? We're looking for volunteers on the Peace Mural in the Peregrine district, if you're interested. Looking for a tall Awoken with spiked hair. Let me know if you see anything. Looking for an Exo. Big red guy, dented skull. Let me know if you see him. I'm sick of being stuck in the city. I want to see space like you. I'm going out on patrol. Someone told me Marcus Wren is still trying to keep the Sparrow races running. They're transferring me to the wall tomorrow. What do you know about the history of the city, Titan? Is it rude to assume all warlocks know each other? Can you sense it when the Cabal are near? Do you sense anything now? I went out to the wall last night. Scared myself half to death. I live down in the Umbral district. Whole neighborhood is constantly in the Traveler's shadow. There's a chamber in the sub-basement with a combination lock even the Cryptarchs can't figure out, and they've been down there for weeks. When I was a kid, I used to imagine there were other cities out there, but if we couldn't hold against the Legion, there's nobody else, is there? So there's a piece of the Traveler in Europe. How is that even possible? They say there's a new breed of Fallen out there, even worse than the rest. Is that true? My wife and I took in one of the orphans. He's the sweetest little boy. My friend's unit never saw combat. I'm grateful. We're never going to let it happen again, right, Guardian? It's always felt like one crisis after another, but I don't know. Something feels different this time. We've always needed the Traveler. Always. Right over the plaza at about 100 miles an hour. I nearly took my head off. Greg and I are going to the Fuan district later. You want to come? They used to have the most beautiful dresses, but now it's all Guardian equipment. Some algorithm froze all the traffic on the slip for 6 hours. They looked like birds, like metal crows. I swear, I'm not crazy. Go see for yourself. There's something weird living up there. It was some kind of golden age music. It's kind of beautiful. Then it stopped. She's from Core, he's from Southwall. It's the old story. Nobody knows how long it was up there in orbit. I think the continents used to be a different shape. Don't smirk at me. Transferred, bunker duty. But I'm not going anywhere. What if this doesn't work? What if Jalal's sending us on a doomed mission? Remember Oryx? It all seems like a bad dream. My kid wants to be a warlock when she grows up. Is it just me, or are the frames even twitchier than they used to be? Yeah, I know, but I want to know where my family comes from. I can trace them all the way back to the Golden Age. Marcus Wren may be young, but he's good. Did you see Zavala's speech? Things are going really well. Zavala just announced it. Another stretch of the wall has been repaired. I thought Oryx was dead. I thought Oryx was dead. Something's missing here. Oh no! You get some decent views here. Zavala's got a plan. Trust me. The Guardians beat Oryx. They can beat these Red Legion creeps too. Only a pilot can lead other pilots in battle. Look at Marcus Wren. When does the new Castoid model come out? Those ratings don't make any sense. The dish is out of alignment again. Stick as many missiles in it as you like. It's still a flying bus. It doesn't have to be maneuverable. It's just a bomb. Here comes the big light, you Cabal monsters. They won't like this. New tech. Fallon gave them the idea. Some kind of new weapons tech, based on Legion tech? It beats the Red Legion in Sims, but that's no guarantee. Go back to the Iraq. Tell him he needs to give us the right tools for the job. Tell New Monarchy we can get them their part, but it's going to cost them a lot of glimmer. No problem. I've got this. Ha! I'm a genius. Shutting it down in 3, 2, 1. Well, no wonder. They haven't made this part for 100 years. Lucky nobody got electrocuted. We can't fix this. Does this look to you like someone cut these wires? I need you to head over to Peregrine District and check in on the factory. Get it done, then move to Phase 2. What a clever solution. Please write up a report about how you did that. New instructions from Holiday. New orders from Holiday. Shields are now top priority. Remember, these are still experimental models. Control, we have a lost child. Female, 6, red coat. Control, I'm calling in a 616. It's Dole here, and that is how I like it, Control. You should take a look at this. A hunter found these in the EDZ. There's only, 10 of them in the city. People, I have something to show you. I think we can make a deal. Folks, I need your attention. When we break here, please head down to the weapons lockers. You're all getting new rifles. These are not Hake standard issue. Banshee has made some unique modifications to these based on Guardian field testing. That's right. You'll be furnished with weapons rated for Guardian use. Consider it a compliment for your outstanding field records and weapons safety. Red Team, I want you on simulators today. Your performance is improving, but your average is still far below quota. Blue Team, you're still benched from last week's debacle with Holiday's pit crew. Don't worry, it won't be long. We need your boots on the ground more than we need your remorse. Green Team, you're on wall duty on South Wall 6. Congratulations, bring a scarf. Got a Pry 1 request sent through from Roni this morning. The Vanguard are deploying a hunter surveillance team at the edge of Cabal territory in the EDZ. If you're wondering what this has to do with us, we'll be flying a decoy refueler over that airspace at the time. The plan calls for us to appear to be blown out of the sky while the hunters sneak in past the fireworks show. Simple, no? News from upstairs, people. Titan Rela 3 is being assigned to observe your unit for the recon at Western Wall Breach Site 13. Try to act normal around her. I'm sure she'd much rather be taking the fight to the Red Legion. But Zavala sees fit to protect us with a seasoned defender. He must have a good reason. The embargo's been lifted on the classified notes for this detail. Shocking news. This is not just another routine supply run.
We are overseeing the transfer of a fire team of warlocks to a makeshift field lab in the heart of the city. The Vanguard doesn't want it known that these warlocks are combing and testing for traveler debris, so as far as you know, we are transporting livestock and medical equipment. Before you head out to your posted assignments, I want to remind you I still need 3 heads for a classified recon op. I'm not pushing, and this is a volunteer mission. There is no dishonor in saying no. The reality is, anyone who says yes may not come home. If you're interested, see me in private and we'll evaluate your fit for the mission. No obligations. You should all have the field notes on this. Uzoma Vale's hunters are hitting the Cabal outside Haven. We are going to be providing operational support. You have individual assignments to each of the Guardians running this show. Do whatever they say. I can't tell you much more than that, other than stay safe and keep quiet. I need 3 hands on maintenance detail in bays 6 and 9, and electrical crews down in the sublevels with emergency lighting to repair damage done by last week's fires. Jackson, Bargava, not you. You've got special assignments from Holiday. Oh, and the Cryptarchs are complaining about headaches from interference on their archival feeds. Someone get out there and dismantle the broken relay dish. It's just making noise at this point. Bad news, people. Our favorite ventilation turbine is once again stuck in reverse. We've got fire and smoke being belched into residences and businesses on 80 through 71. We all know this repair requires manual interface with the unit. It's dangerous and uncomfortable. I'm requesting volunteers for this with hazard pay and the rest of the day paid leave once it's done. Okay, Holiday's requested shifts B, D, and E to provide relief in her busiest bays, while the frames are down for a software flush. Most of you have pulled fill-in shifts before, but if not, basically do what you're told and do it quick. A and C, you're on safety checks. Relieve the last shift and take up where they left off. Don't rush. Your time here is keeping us all safe in our homes. Okay, Rahul just regaled me with a rousing lecture on the subtle art of steganography and the migraines he calls the result of my flagrant disrespect of his bandwidth requirements. I do not want to relive our experience with the fire prevention systems, so we are checking every node between here and the Cryptarchs for data loss to ensure they are getting every precious bit of their data in real time. I'm sorry, am I distracting you from your discussions of last night's feeds? This isn't funny, Nassim. This safety equipment can actually kill you if not used correctly. People lose limbs doing this job. Next time you see Holiday, tell her how hilarious you think it would be to get your leg ripped off by a loose harness strap. The Umbral District perimeter has had 3 power outages in the last 3 days. That's not acceptable. And whatever is taking down the grids is clearly spreading to outside control relays. I need 3 teams of technicians to quarantine a subgrid each and find out what's going on down there. We can't keep on moving people. These are homes they're abandoning, not just buildings. Thank what's left of the Traveler. I've got word that we're cleared to strip out the old relays and install a whole new system. I'll be working on a schedule to divide up the work, but for now, start by scouring the floor for old access ports and confirm all the blueprints are accurate. I want every last trace of that old wiring gone, no exceptions, no excuses. It's time once again for my public airing of grievances. Eberhardt, settle your bets with Havener. I don't tolerate fighting on work time. Machero, it's been made clear that Ms. Garner has rejected your advances. Stop, or you'll be reassigned. She's much more productive than you. And lastly, DeForest, if you show up for work late again, you are fired. The rest of you, thank you. And I'll see you back here for next shift. That's all I have. Let's get this thing started.